Our project was on Everglades restoration. My name is Zackery Erb.
I'm Bohman. And I'm Kirkpatrick.
The topic of our presentation is the effects that the Everglades can have on the economy, social aspects of the community, and the health of the ecosystem, mainly focusing on the positives the restoration can bring to not only the environment and the ecosystem, but also to the community of Florida. Some background information is that the Everglades comprises the largest subtropical wetland ecosystem in North America, and it inhabits the area of southern Florida. The Everglades used to reach from the south shore of Lake Okeechobee to the Florida Bay. The Everglades cover more than 10,000 square kilometers of land, and the primary goal was to drain the land and take advantage of its rich organic soils for agricultural capabilities. Throughout the year, the Everglades experience a wide range of weather patterns, from flooding in the wet seasons to severe droughts occurring in the dry seasons. Around the time of 1848, migrants wanted to develop plantations. They proposed a plan to drain the Everglades, but nothing was ever done or attempted till 1882. When that time came along, canals were constructed, and it created a surge in the southern Florida economy, which led to land development. The area grew greatly and was transformed into farmlands, where the primary crop was sugarcane. Following the period of time when the rapid development and environmental degradation occurred, the ecosystem began to receive notable attention from various conservation groups. In 1934, the Everglades officially became a national park, which then led to restoration of the Everglades beginning around 1970.
The Everglades have a significantly large economic impact on Florida's economy. The restoration will generate economic welfare ranging from $46.5 to $123.9 billion. These figures are based upon the initial investment of $11.5 billion. Approximately for every dollar spent on restoration, $4.04 will be generated. Over a 50-year span, approximately 22,000 jobs will be generated for restoration alone. These figures suggest that restoration will create not only an economic boost, but will bring Florida into a more stable economy. Before restoration, the Everglades were drying out due to human control of their waterways. Flood control, water farming, and more land for agriculture contributed to the losses of the Everglades. And the picture we've shown here is part of the Everglade dam system, which is part of their flood control that they have. Human control in waterways has harmed the native animal species that live throughout the Everglades. The restoration process focuses on returning the indicator species. Indicator species are animals that provide a warning to environmental conditions that are inhibiting wildlife. Through the restoration process, having indicator species means a healthy return to the Everglades. Our two examples here are, on the left is the Everglade native, the blue-nosed shiner, and on the right we have the invasive species, the Claris bractratus, aka the walking catfish, which poses many problems for water farming because it can survive up to 3 days out of the water due to its slimy skin. And another focus for the restoration process is the elimination and slowing down of invasive species throughout the Everglade ecosystem. Here we have 4 goals on the chart, one being the prevention of the introduction of invasive species, and number 4 being the most extreme, which is the eradication of the existing invasive species in the ecosystem.
Although there are no fast-acting solutions to restore the Everglades to its natural ecosystem, there are many that are in progress, or have been in progress. The Central and Southern Florida Project, the Comprehensive Everglades Restoration Plan, the Central Everglades Planning Program, Plan 6, Water Farming, and the Water Resource Development Act. The Central and Southern Florida Project was authorized by Congress in 1948. It is a multi-purpose project that provides flood control, water supply for municipal and industrial and agricultural use, prevention of saltwater intrusion, water supply for the Everglades National Park, and protection of fish and wildlife resources. The primary system includes about 1,000 miles in levees and 7,120 miles of canals and almost 200 water control structures. It has been modified under the CERP. The CERP, or the Comprehensive Everglades Restoration Plan, provides a framework and guide to restore, protect, and preserve the water resource of Central and Southern Florida. It covers 16 counties, over 18,000 square miles, and centers on an update of the Central and Southern Florida project. The goal of the CERP is to capture fresh water that now flows unused to the ocean and the Gulf and redirects the areas that it needs most. The majority of the water will be devoted to environmental restoration and reviving a dying ecosystem. The remaining water will benefit cities and farmers by enhancing water supply for the South Florida economy. The Central Everglades Planning Project, also known as the CEPP, is a 10-year project that intends to divert approximately 25% of Lake Okeechobee's discharge water into a portion of West Broward County. Engineering and designing of the CEPP is in progress and waiting, and it anticipates state and federal funding. Plan 6 is an aggressive initiative that eliminates all discharge into the estuaries by moving excess Lake Okeechobee water south to the Everglades through a wide, shallow flowway through tens of thousands of acres of existing agricultural areas. Water farming is also an important solution. Water farming has gained popularity in the Kissimmee River watershed, which prevents excess rainy season water from entering Lake Okeechobee. It is a government subsidized payment to owners of large tracts of agricultural land that compensates them for storing water on their property that they would not prefer there. The Water Resource Development Act, also known as the WRDA, was approved by Congress in 2007. This is federal legislation that authorized the Corps of Engineers to expand resources on water-related projects. It was also being considered for approval in late 2013 with questionable funding for Everglades-related projects.
There are various upcoming public events that the Everglades are holding to help preserve or restore the Everglades. And for more information on those projects and also on the federal projects that are going into restoring the Everglades, you can find the information at this link, evergladesrestoration.gov. And now we are going to be playing a short little video about the Everglades restoration.